Nick is a freak that brings a lot of muscle. He's always brought in conditioning in the past. He was on a very steep upward trajectory when he got uh, derailed. Okay, according to Steve Weinberger, Nick Walker, in his pursuit to win the Mr. Olympia, has a very tough road ahead of him. Nick Walker's response to that was that, well, I always take the tough road. I always take the hard road. Steve pointed out that with the competitors out there now, the more aesthetic competitors, and he pointed out, for one, our current champion, Samson Dowder, it's going to make it much more difficult for Nick Walker and other bodybuilders like him who don't have the greatest aesthetics. Well, Nick Walker, up until his recent roadblock, uh, 2023, him pulling out of the Olympia was a legitimate injury. 2024, I myself am disappointed also. He had to know that he wasn't going to be where he wanted to be well before the Olympia. If he waited this long, he should have jumped into it. So I don't know what was going on with that. But up until this point, where he hit a little bit of a roadblock in his career, he was on a very steep upward trajectory. He beat a lot of guys that were much better than him aesthetically. Uh, as big as he is, he was getting bigger, amazingly, bringing conditioning and keeping a tight waist. Uh, that's what was winning shows for him. That's what made him uh, the freak that he is. And people were talking very highly of him then. What's different now than then? It's the same Nick. Well, we hopefully it's the same Nick Walker. We have to see what he does bring back to the stage again. I understand people upset with him and even writing him off. Like I said, I was very disappointed also, and I'm a big fan of his. The way he pulled out of this past Olympia was really fucked up. But I won't write him off so quick. First off, he's young. I think he's only like 30 years old, right around there. He's at the 30-ish mark. So he's still young. I don't think he's destroyed his body. Some people talking like that. I don't think that's happened. I don't know where his mindset is right now, but if his mindset is the way we've always seen it in the past, before we rush to judgment on him and write him off, let's wait to see what happens. After all, bodybuilding is about muscle and it's about conditioning. And yeah, it's not all about muscle and conditioning. If that was the case, Marcus Rule would have been Mr. Olympia probably multiple times. But Nick Walker's no Marcus Rule either. Marcus Rule actually makes Nick look fairly aesthetic. Before we rush to judgment with him, Nick is a freak that brings a lot of muscle. He's always brought in conditioning in the past. He was on a very steep upward trajectory when he got derailed. He's always kept a tight waist, except for issues that he had in New York. Like I said, we don't know for sure what was going on with him. It was more than just problems with Matt. We don't know all the details, but once again, let's not rush to judgment. Let's not write Nick Walker off so quick. I'm not tooting his horn and declaring right here that he is going to win the Mr. Olympia, but he is not out of the race, out of contention to be a Mr. Olympia. I think he still has what it takes to pull it off. Of course, there are a few factors that come in play, but we have to wait and see what happens. I am sure when he steps on stage again, he doesn't want to step on stage and just win. He wants to step on stage and make a very, very strong impression. He hasn't stated yet what his first show is going to be. He did say that he plans on doing more than one show. He hasn't stated which show it's going to be, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings on his first appearance back on stage again since all this shit began, and we'll really get a good idea in which direction Nick Walker is going. Okay, you can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.